So, we left off at Kingler, which was an unfortunate place to leave off. I wanted this to be the last one, but it's probably not going to be, seeing how many we have left. We'll start with that and see how far we can go. So, Voltorb is a smash. Oh, wait. Here we go. Voltorb is a smash. And I originally thought Voltorb was going to be a pass. Also up to fear for Zai, he has Super Yandere, who is trying to dom him into mindless obsession. There's something interesting about that, but we'll get to that when we actually get to the game. Though, those of you paying attention can see what I'm talking, can see where this is going already. So I originally passed on Voltorb because I saw this as a very uncreative design for what it was. I, when I was in the Eater's stream doing this, we had not taken a close look at all of the lore, and I have changed my mind. So, in Mostar, um, because this is just a girl with the colors curled up into a ball, right? She's a shape-shifting slime girl who turns into objects. So like a Ditto, but for things instead of creatures. And so I thought that that was pretty neat. And they are generally timid, but not, insane. Though they do still explode, they're not like horrible. But I thought I thought the lore that they give them was actually pretty good, and I changed my mind to we will smash the slime girl, which is very different from the smash the sentient Pokeball. And then Electrode is more of the same, just there's more slime in the slime girl. Um, and a bit of pranksters, it seems, with the usual threat of explosions. But I'm still going to say smash. Next is execute, which is probably going to be a pass. Execute always come in groups of 6, so if you want to bond with one, you have to make sure the rest are into you. They'll fight over who gets to be with you at any given time, but that just means they have more love to give. Bonding with an execute requires impressing all 6 of them, as they won't separate for anyone. As such, it's important to treat them each with care and attention. I don't have a problem with slime girls, but I have issues with the egg part. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. Not much else to say there. That's I'm gonna pass on the execute. Executor. Although they share a base tree trunk, Executor are in fact 3 separate entities. So if you want to bond with one of them, you have to seduce all 3, which isn't super hard since they're all fairly chill. Executor are fairly relaxed and easygoing. Generally, the hardest part to bonding with one is actually finding one in the wild, which can be a long journey from human civilization. You know you humans stress out too much. Fixating on that kind of thing will get you falling into a pitfall all the time. You should relax some more instead and take things as they come. Let me see, is there anything else? Not much else to say. I not no longer being egg slime girls helps. I have a lot of questions. I have an enormous amount of questions. If I have to sit here and think this long about each one, we're not gonna get through these tonight. I think I'm going to pass. Electro, more mischievous. Zai goes to sleep with sleeping bag. Sleeping bag starts tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, probably. I think I'm gonna pass the executor. Cubone. Cubone are normally solitary creatures. The skull they wear is one of their ancestors. Since they are cast out at a young age to find their purpose, they're often very touch-starved and needy. Thus, bonding with them is very easy. Generally, it's best to contact Cubone when they're on their personal journey, as their villages tend to turn away outsiders. We begin for our sisters, change the world, then ourselves change. Cubone mantra of life, often written as a circle with we at the top, the final change leading into it. It symbolizing Cubone's beliefs of life and rebirth. Let me see if there's anything else to read. Live together, Cubone tribes. Part of journey they leave. Bone magic. So they are bone mancers. Interesting. Necromancers hate them. The reason we'll get along with, albeit a bit shy. Hello. No, you didn't miss much, Blue. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Smash on the Cubone. Uh, change out the pick if you want. It, given she's no longer an Oddish, it does seem a little inappropriate to have the Oddish pick still up. Um, but I am also inclined to agree with Rippy that you drew this art for, for the stream, and I don't really want to get rid of it for that reason. So it's like a half and half torn, but for now, keeping it up is winning. Okay, Marowak. Marowak might seem cold and aloof, but they love their partners dearly. They will be the only ones to see the Moose's true romantic side and share every secret with them. Bonding with a Marowak is no easy task, as Musu only does so with those that they trust completely. It'll require great commitment to gain such an honor from them. Corpse, or some say course, one who has passed into the next leg of the great journey. Let's take them with us so they won't be forgotten, and together we can carve a future for those who follow. Okay. Uh. Bone Keepers. They are even more powerful Bone Mancers. Not sure what else to say there. Was just for funds. Well, it funds is the whole reason we're here. I am going to also smash the Marowak. I want to play a Marowak and Blood. Ooh, Bone Mancer versus Blood Mancers. That would be good. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee are generally stoic Musu. They do value strong fighters, though, so any human that faces them without fear is a suitable partner in their eyes. As someone who has issues with unarmed combat, this may not end well. One must have an intense interest in martial art. Now, wish to bond with Hitmonlee as they tend to have few intense interests out of this. Not the right kind of martial arts, because people say we can only kick because that's what we want you to think. That's what puts the sucker in sucker punch. Um, let's see. Kicking Musa. The visible muscle outside is very off-putting. That does not help. Um, and again, me in unarmed combat, I actually do martial arts, but not unarmed martial arts. I don't think we'd get along very well. And again, I'm struggling to get past what looks like exposed muscle, as chat just argues, of course. I think I'm going to pass the Hitmonlee. The muscle is off-putting, and like I said, I don't think we're going to get along. Alright, Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan are teachers. They have a nurturing and patient personality, so they're interested in humans that love learning and respect strength. They're very affectionate as partners and are always eager to share new things in the bedroom. Hitmonchan have less flexible muscles in their face, and as such often appear to grimace, regardless of their actual emotional state. Those who wish to bond with Hitmonchan will tend to use other clues as to determine a Hitmonchan's emotional state. One more thing! I'd better not catch any of you cheating out there. That's gutter trash behavior, and I won't have it. This may also not work well with how I do things. Masters of punching for punching mostly similar to humans, their blood red hands and crown-like horns atop their head. Let's see. Quite social, love to teach and learn from others about most anything. Especially boxing gloves so they won't kill you. Did you just make a Jackie Chan Adventures reference? I think they made a Jackie Chan Adventures reference. She is very cute. Definitely better than the previous one. Where I'm having some issues is if we'll get along in terms of how we approach things. Because the martial arts I practice is HEMA, Historical European Martial Arts. That's a lot. That's sword, shield, spear, axe, those types of weapons. Here's the problem. A lot of unarmed martial arts are all about honorable combat and fair fighting, and a very regimented approach to how you fight your opponent, as is mentioned in the actual description here. HEMA is cheating and dirty tricks and low blows and sacrifices to win are the name of the game. I remember, a great example of this is a story that I remember hearing between a longsword fighter and a kendo practitioner, where the longsword combatant raised their arm, took the hit, which would have cost them their wrist in hand, and then swung for a chest shot with the sword. And the kendo people were furious because the idea is to not get hit at all in kendo. Any hit is a loss. But to a HEMA practitioner, I just hurt my arm, maybe even lost part of it, to kill you, so I win. But that's not seen as very honorable by most martial arts. The snake is going to object, the puncher is going to object. His eye is going to be poisoned and beaten to death if they are on the same team. Probably. So even though I'm really thinking smash, I'm also thinking she's probably not gonna like me. Because that's sort of how I think in general with things. I've been in enough unfair fights that are stacked against me to no longer care about being fair to my opponent. I'm gonna win. In fighting. Games are another story most of the time. We'll take the risk and say smash. Man, there's a lot of having to think about these. Oh boy. Lickitung are incredibly sweet. If you can get used to being licked on a daily basis, you won't find a more loyal and affectionate companion than them. Bonding with a Lickitung requires getting used to the scent of the saliva, as it tends to linger and is comparable to vinegar. Ugh. This is often the major barrier for those willing to be with Lickitung. These cadres say that Lickitung didn't know how to lick in the past. Just what were they talking about? It's in their name. Let's see. 1.5 to 2 meter long tongues. Comfortable seat when nothing is available. Okay. I'm reminded of a very bad anime. As Lickitung will typically clean their friends with their tongues, saliva is ideal for cleaning surfaces and dissolving grime. Testing found to be inconclusive. The vinegar thing puts things on pause for me. I will still say smash. But the vinegar thing, I have... Nice. Oh, of course! Being a polluted air elemental, coughing often have rather feisty attitudes. Nothing a nice bond through can't handle. Coughing tend to not show their affection traditionally. While they can become attached to others, they'll rarely ever say as much outright. Those wish to bond with coughing should keep this in mind. You better get Ted out of here before I blow us all to... Bridget Artrop by coughing, looking for a man that's definitely not her boyfriend. The Licky Licky's evolution put her on pause before I even saw her. Okay. Poison gas, Musu. Yeah, this is a pass. Because this isn't the creature. This is what the creature lives in. That's the creature. Yeah, the pollution as well. These both are going to be passes. Wheezing is more of the same. Wheezing is to fuse polluted air elementals. They don't share a mind, but they do share sensations. So if you bond with a wheezing, you bond with two Musus for the price of one. The Musu's two bodies correspond to two different personalities, and while some believe they're mentally linked, we found no evidence of this. If you wish to bond with the Weezing, you'll do well to keep this in mind. Both said no. The Ide sisters, Dull and Clore, after being asked if they were the Himsdale Himmadome sisters that live in the Himsdale Himmadome. Pass on principle. Though they were already a pretty strong pass to begin with. Alright. Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Chansey, Tangela, Kangaskhan, Horsey, Seadra, Golding, Seaking, Staryu, Starmie, Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx, Electabuzz. That was a waste of a quote. It was a waste of a quote. If you're going to use the quote, make it the really long thing where you keep saying the same thing over and over again. That's the only way it's funny. And even then, barely. Rhyhorn. Getting a Rhyhorn like you is kind of depends on their whim. Sometimes they just see a human and decide, yep, this one I like a lot. But mostly they charge first and ask questions later. Bonding with a Rhyhorn will require protective equipment, as you won't be able to converse with them until they're tired of charging you repeatedly. After I dived out of her way, she crashed into that stone face, then lied and said that that's what she intended to do and continued to crash into it for the next 12 hours. Dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's the thing. When you read this with their inability to turn, you realize that these are being portrayed less as rhinos and more as dino guinea pigs. Despite the name Rhyhorn. Because guinea pigs have a direction. Yeah, of the creatures that have been talked about, rhinos, bulls, and guinea pigs, rhinos and bulls still have some ability to turn. Guinea pigs, when they get running, cannot turn at all. I think I'm going to say smash, because all you got to do is jump to the side. Also, when you look at the shape of them, you'll find that guinea pigs and Rhyhorns are actually the same shape. They're just a blob with stubby little legs. So I know that Rhyhorns are generally assumed to be a rhino, but I legitimately think they're more armored guinea pigs. They're giant armored guinea pigs. I mean, you can see it now, right? However, the important part is, yes, smash. Yeah, can't I see that now? I have either made Rhyhorns much better or much worse for people. If anything's gonna be like the Rhino, it's probably gonna be the Rhydon, which I have some issues with this design. Don't get me wrong, the design's neat, but there's some bits that are like, really? Rhydon are generally very stoic. They'll only really open up with a bonded partner. Even then, they won't emote much, but their affection runs deep, so don't let their outward demeanor fool you. Bonding with a Rhydon requires keeping up with their strength and stamina. We recommend only the strongest attempt this. What? Because I'm covered in rock, you think I can't surf? Who do you think I am? Want to live buried in the sand all your life? No way. I do the impossible and kick reason to the curve. Koko Yamada shortly before surfing, somehow. And I don't think I have much else to read from here. But here's the thing. The way this is drawn, it feels like she's just a person in a costume. Particularly because of this. The way the skin here sits. I will say smash, but I would like to find an artist to do a different design, please. Because this feels like it's just someone in a costume. And you don't even need to change it much. But there's just some bits, particular bits, that are like, but that's just a person in a costume. Oh, prob pass because I want to breathe. I am still more troubled by sudden loss of limbs. Um, I mean, what do you mean sudden loss of limbs? She still has the two limbs. Yeah, a fade to color, if you were going to do this, would work. So, smash, but... Really? Oh, wait, did I? Hold on. What just happened? Did I not hit smash? I did hit smash! Chensey, who is another one that I sit here and go, yes, smash, but that is not a creative execution of the look. I feel like there is something better that could have been done here. Again, I'm not trying to be mean, Kinky Mation. You did all of these yourself, so all the respect for doing that. I'm just saying, as a design, maybe Chansey isn't the most Monster Girl creative. Okay. I wasn't even thinking about that. So 4 legs, 2 arms. Right on, 2 legs, 2 arms. Good point. Okay, never mind. You have a point. Finishing Chansey, like they were going for like a cleric. Yeah, but it's supposed to be monster girls, and like the only reason why she's even the Chansey shape is her hair. Chansey's magic works best with bonded, so it's rare to see them without a partner. This person is often just as kind and dedicated to the well-being of others as the Musu is, which they greatly appreciate. A Chansey will only bond with with great kindness in their heart and genuine compassion for helping others. My favorite preparation method for an egg is sunny side up. Oh no. Cooked once each side for 30 seconds with some salt, pepper, and generous amounts of paprika. The latter gives it a bit of kick without overpowering its natural subdued flavor. Except from Ordinary Eggs Cookbook. Good grief. Let's see. Bash to heal the wounded. Long pink hair openly carry the famous eggs. Absorb the latent healing energy from Chansey and become near perfect panacea that hasn't been replicated by human magic yet. Let's see. I don't think there's much else to say. Again. Here's another one that's Smash. I would love to see someone else do a different take to make her more Chansey Monster Girl than girl who's Chansey shaped. If that makes any sense. If that request makes any sense. I do need to actually see about commissioning some stuff. There was a long time when I thought that was their nose instead of their mouth. They had this big like dog nose or something. Kindness in the heart, Zai, filled with wrath and cynicism. Not sure this is going to work. Uh, okay, but what do you mean return? I didn't go anywhere yet. I didn't go anywhere yet. Right. Oh, right. Up to's return. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, Blue Kitty, happy to talk. But if we're gonna do this officially, I am going to say, please, more Monster Girl. Please lean a little more towards the Monster Girl side of things if we're gonna do this. And I don't know if you're gonna do this during stream or if we're just gonna talk after the stream or what's gonna happen. But that's just something I want to put up front that you can still keep them in the relative human shape and things, but like they're supposed to be Pokemon Monster Girls. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking in circles. We gotta finish this so we can get to the Nuzlocke. Tangela are Musu a few words. What they lack in language, they more than make up with affection, though. If you figure out how to bond with Tangela, let us know. We're still working on that. Okay. Kind of just joking around at the moment. Yeah, yeah. I figured I wasn't sure how to react because of the because of this up here. Because you already did one. It's like, okay, I will hedge my bets. But I understand. Just joking around. I'm just hedging my bets. Sorry. Let's see. Is there anything else? Their speeches are muffled from the vines around the body, which makes them difficult to understand. No idea what they look like. I'm gonna pass. Genghis Khan are proud warriors that will protect their loved ones with their life despite their massive strength. They are fiercely passionate and loyal with their lovers. If you want to bond with the Genghis Khan, you have to impress their tribe, as they take their opinions very seriously. I bet I can take you in a fight. You're some snotty wizard nerd that denies your fists their purpose. Come on, put 'em up. Show me a good time, Jack. Samantha Stream, young daughter of Kamiwa Stream, one of the chiefs of the Platinum Tribe. Okay, let's see. Parent Musu, which is rather unfitting, regardless of status. Really? I think I'm gonna pass. I'm not fighting with an entire tribe. Kangaskhan, a cool Pokemon, but I'm not fighting with an entire tribe. Horsey are some of the sweetest. Mostly, is that the artist person? Probably. Um, Probably. Though the face is from Spike's family. Horsey are some of the sweetest Masu you'll ever meet. If you can swim, well, it's likely that you'll enjoy their company at some point, and a bonded Horsey will stick with you for life. Horsey often enjoy the company of humans, and since they can only live in water, it requires excellent swimming skills to bond with one. Never a dull moment with the horsey girls. You ever hear them sing? Completely tone deaf, but they have the singer's spirit, you know? Besides, besides, the sailors are usually too drunk to know good songs from bad songs anyways. I was not expecting the sentence to go that way. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, that was really cute. That is not the direction I expected that to go. Yeah, we'll say smash. Seadra. Seadra might look tough, but they're just as nice as Horsey are. They just happen to be a bit more pointy to handle, so handle with care. Many assume Seadra's sharp features imply a sharp personality as well, but that this isn't accurate, as most Seadra are easygoing and very approachable. Seadra needles can do a lot more hurt in the right hands. The small ones can be used for great local anesthetic. The long ones can be processed to make a sleep aid. The dorsal ones, well, doctors can't use those. Um, Tip with neurotoxin, that's concerning. But I will also say Smash, since they're actually sweethearts, they just look. Dragonite, either 180 Murder Machine or the goofiest snuggle fiend ever. Do we just want to continue on? Like we did with the first stream, where it was like half and half. Sea King! Sea King like to express themselves through movement. To them, activities are the most beautiful and intimate dance of all. Where'd Goldeen go? Get back here. Goldeen. Goldeen might be the mean girls of the waters, but they aren't all ice queens. Enough time and praise, a lot of praise, and you can bond with one like any other. We're gonna pass. Due to Goldeen's often fickle nature, we have no clue what could help with bonding with them, and consequently, there are few recorded instances of. Nope, I am not dealing with it. Pass. Um, Pass. Wait, Dragonite isn't. No, Dragonite is not the next. Dragonite's towards the end of the list. Dragonite's all the way down here. And I couldn't tell you the number, but I remembered that. Pass, and if Sea King is the same way. So they're the ones that dance. Sea King have great admiration for humans who swim well, stating that it's remarkable to see one carve such beauty from the water with appendages suited for land. Typically dance for such humans they wish to bond with. Words are the tombs of ideas, because if they've resorted to words, then they've abandoned actions. That is an interesting take. Uh, let's see. They're not the they're not they're clearly not the same attitude as the Goldines, but I think I'm still gonna end up passing. Xai cannot dance. Xai cannot dance to save his life. Now we get to some interesting ones. While not super emotive, Staryu will cling to the ones they bonded with and faintly glow to show their... I'm not sure I want to pronounce that because I don't know how to pronounce that. Staryu often appear aloof or disinterested when speaking as they have difficulty expressing emotions. As such, some have started the habit of verbal... Oh, they're just Hyanar. Got ya. Of verbalizing their emotional state before speaking. Curious question. Do people really think that we can summon tidal waves? I'm not angry at the suggestion, just confused. Um... I have many questions. Many questions. I... I'm gonna pass. As chat seems to have completely stalled out at Staryu. Starmie. Starmie feel deep attachment to the partners. They often glow bright in the face when around them, flustered or happy, only they'd know. Starmie have similar troubles communicating with others as Staryu do. Thus, they tend to prefer bonding with partners who are willing to look past their eccentric behaviors. It's not the behaviors that concern me. Reassurance. Worry not, researcher. We Starmie cannot read minds. A Starmie who stated this unprompted to a researcher after they wondered if Starmie can read minds. That's funny. Doesn't look like there's much else to read. It's the same but more. Again, I feel compelled to pass, but for uniqueness of the design, I really like. So I'm not passing because I don't like the design. I'm passing because I really wouldn't smash. Here we go. Mr. Mime is a monsieur of very few words, if any at all. But they lack in voice, they more than make up for in expression. Despite Mr. Mime's name containing Mr., they are all female. The name is traced back to times when everyone was afraid of the muso and thus didn't check if they were male or female. I can't stand those stupid pink things. They just stare at you waving their hands and not talking. They can talk, they just don't. Not a lick of respect in a lot of them. Tiffany Curry, a Conkeldurr. Mr. or Mrs. Mime. I'm gonna pass. This is gonna be a pretty easy pass for me. Ash's mom can have them. Uh, if a Scyther likes you, it's because you were strong enough to best them in battle. Now bonded, you become a part of their tribe, body and soul. Scyther villages do have men in them, most being men who have proven themselves to the tribe and their sons. We have little information on the specifics of Scyther bonding beyond this. But being almost universally female, people were so scared they somehow assumed obvious... Yeah, I mean, the two round things in particular in front of them seem to give away what they are. For the last time, there's no evidence that Scyther eat their mates' heads after bonding. Where do people even hear these things? Smash. I have for a long time, Scyther was my favorite Pokemon and is still up there. And since there isn't anything horrific about them, I'm gonna say Smash. I say in spite the giant blades on their arms. Oh, they're more monstrous things. Another one of my favorites from the first gen. On the other hand, it sounds like I'm a prisoner in the tribe now. Uh, I mean, you're well respected. You're a well respected prisoner of the tribe now. But yeah, they're like I know that they're praying mantis like, but they're also very dragon like, which is I think what I liked really early on to begin with, and then things just went from there. Because that's such a cool look, even now. Oh no. Oh no. Jinx love activities since they want to be intimate, and what's more intimate than activities? Rest assured, bonding with one means being intertwined with them constantly. Okay. When Jinx appear threatening to many, they profoundly adore humanity. Communication is the only major barrier to bonding with them. There's no love purer than a Jinx's love for humanity. With their power, they could do anything, and yet they choose to be like us. Maybe they see something in us we're missing. Okay, that's really sweet, actually. I was really concerned how the execution of Jinx would be. That's actually pretty sweet. Uh, Dragon Bug Gamera for Star Trek. What do you think? Um, cannot articulate words of any known language, but they can produce sounds in their bodies, which form songs, which are the method of communicating. Okay. They are an eldritch abomination that wants to be human. Only the fact that they are in fact really sweet tips the scales being from the eldritch abomination part. But yes, Smash. But you can see that they are taking a human shape. They are not a human shape. Bloodborne elder god that's protruding into our world slightly for snooze. Yep, that I think that's exactly what it is. Electabuzz are perfectly happy around electricity, but that isn't to say they dislike people. Quite the contrary, when it comes to bonding, they're very much activities first, think later, even in storms. Okay. As off as it sounds, Electabuzz enjoy being electrocuted, with many stating it drives their motors. As such, it makes a solid starting move for bonding attempts. I'm going to wind my arms up like this, and when I spin them out and hit you, you're going to be sorry. Casey and Electabuzz telling another Electabuzz how she plans to strike her. The attack didn't connect. Okay. Let's see. Electabuzz don't have any ill will towards humans and are rather cordial when encountered in a casual setting, though they are a nuisance for stealing electricity. I I think I'll go with Smash then. We're gonna be really throwing. Well, we would be really throwing off the Poke Smash or Pass numbers, but a lot of people have used this. Okay. Now, it'll probably take us to the halfway point of tonight's stream. They nice, but be prepared to flee angry mobs. Got it. Can live with that. Um, Okay, so do we want to finish this tonight, or do we want to jump to the game? I had not expected to take quite this long, and had hoped to just blitz through them in this first hour, but obviously that hasn't happened. So I will let you guys decide what we want to do. Do we want to finish this and then go to the Nuzlocke, or do we just want to jump to the Nuzlocke? Because we'll be done at about the halfway point if we keep up this pace. Up to things. We're only doing the first 151. We're not doing all these other ones. We're only doing these couple, so it'll take us till uh, we're pretty. We can be pretty safe in saying that it'll take us to the midway point for tonight's stream. Uh oh, and we did already do Magikarp and Gyarados, so that'll also be a little bit faster. Oh, and we did these four. Okay, so it won't. It will go a little bit faster since like six of these have already been done. Yeah, let's see how long this takes to get through these last ones. You'd better be a fan of active activities if you like Magmar. They can't stand being cold, so other than bathing in lava, working up a sweat is a perfect way to stay warm for them. Um, I, me and my catching on fire problems. While we have many concerns about magma's body temperature, it's much lower than lava. That doesn't help. That doesn't help! As you've probably guessed, my wife is Magmar. Billy Lane, a self-proclaimed maghead, title for humans who are great fans of Magmar. We're gonna pass. We're gonna pass the Magmar because I don't want to be setting fire. Me and heat don't do well together. Pinsar is going. Hold on. There we go. Pinsir are pretty stubborn Musu. If you want to bond with one, you'll need patience and a lot of sweets, since they have a weakness for them. Once you get them to open up, you'll find they're big softies on the inside. Pinsir are often difficult to approach, but one can lure one closer by spreading honey on trees and waiting for them to be attracted to the scent. Hey, who are you calling Pinhead? You want some of this? A Pinsir that definitely wasn't called a Pinhead. Yeah, pass. Pass, please. Pass. I'm good. I don't need to read the rest. I'm pretty sure I don't need to read the rest. Tauros. Don't let Tauros's aggressive demeanor fool you. They're incredibly okay, and will legit. Uh. I don't know if I can read the rest of that. Tauros prefer to bond with humans that can keep up with their abilities inspiring. Few humans can beat them, but they find those who can keep up with them just as appealing. Yes, you'll do just fine, sure. Welcome back again, Lazy Fox. Thank you for the raid. Hi. As you can see, we're still doing this. Lazy raid indeed. I need to get like an air raid siren for the raids, actually. That would be fun. Uh, welcome! Hi, we are doing Pokemon Smash or Pass with Pokemon Monster Girls. And then when we're done with the Monster Girls, we're gonna do a Nuzlocke based on the Monster Girl Smash or Pass list. Why Booba? Because up to redeem Booba. And then redeemed the uh, size increase. I think Smash, by the way. We have to keep moving because we want to be done tonight. Not with the Nuzlocke, but with the Smasher Pass. We already smashed Magikarp, who is just happy to be here. And technically Gyarados are a pass, but because Magikarp is a smash, we can still have one. It has been 10 minutes. I think it's been 10 minutes. It has been 10 minutes. So, which means we go back down to smaller Booba. But gender bend is still in effect. Thank you, Rippy. Keeper of sanity. Lapras is one of the most gentle and beloved Musu out there. Bonding with one requires your heart to be just as full of kindness and love as theirs is. I do not think I'm going to be able to bond with a Lapras. Lapras bond deeply with those they trust, and earning Lapras' trust requires pure intentions and a kind spirit. As sure as the rivers reach the seas and Staryu scuttle the ocean floors, you sought to collect me, put your mind at ease, but like the wind and stars, I was never yours. Verse 2 from the Parish Song, an ancient piece composed by Lapras and shared across history. Smash, but I don't think... I don't think that... I don't think that they like me. Also, fun little side fact about Lapras. Um, in the original game, Lapras was going extinct. Uh, some player, and I wish I could remember the online handle, actually raised and released in the game like hundreds or thousands or whatever of Lapras. And as a result, Nintendo has since changed the canon so that Lapras are no longer on the edge of extinction. She's the carrying Ata type that lets you use thick thighs. True. I hit yes. Uh, I have many concerns. I prove this respect for yes. Yeah, Ditto are normally auto smash, but I have concerns. Being with Ditto is your best bet to experience as many Musu as you can. Problem is that transformations can't hold up well when they... Right. Ditto have an intense interest in bonding with others, though they seldom do it untransformed. Instead, they look for a visage that the one they seek is interested in and will use that to attract them. What is this? On the ground my brother bled, his life coating grass like morning dew. Beside him there is someone else, another stranger, me. I want this Legends thing. That is interesting. Uh, okay. I'm gonna say a very nervous, terrified Smash. Of course. Eevee. Eevee are beloved companions. They're smart, caring, and have an incredible aptitude for magic. If you are passionate about elemental magic studies and a good cuddle, oh, here we go, Smash. And like a good cuddle, Smash, Eevee is the perfect partner for you. Eevee vary strongly in personality between one another, meaning there's no simple strategy for bonding with them. For the last time, monocles are not required for students. That is just a rumor spread by rambunctious upperclassmen. Madam Nalo, headmaster of the EV Academy of Thaumaturgy and Sorcery. The Cuddle Pokemon, we will say Smash. I lost a pure soul that has been with us and single-handedly beat Surge when no one else on our team could. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that sucks. Yay for beating Lieutenant Surge, but I'm sorry about losing your Sand Slash. That sucks. I know all about losing Pokemon now. Oh, I love Sandshrew and Sandslash. I mourn your loss. We all mourn your loss. Vaporeon! Did you know that in terms of heat? No. Vaporeon are made of water, so they're very bendy and down to try anything. They are a loving, versatile companion who is happiest near water or you. Vaporeon generally go with the flow, with others that are kind and good-natured, though if they meet someone obnoxious, they'll react to the wave of hostility, sometimes literally. I do not, how do you say, see the reason of copy pasta recipes from amateur chefs like her, mon ami? Yeah. I don't think there's going to be much else to say here. I almost want to say pass out of spite. But she is very cute. What will win? Looks too fancy. Looks like she'll expect me to be formal. That's not quite what the description said, though. That they're down to try everything. Mind you, I don't mind a girl who dresses up. You know what? I'm gonna say smash, but the copy pasta is still annoying. And I hope whoever came up with it burns. Jolteon tend to do things their own way, so bonding with them isn't exactly easy. However, it is doable provided you have the same rebellious mentality and ability to go with the flow that they do. Upon changing into Jolteon, the Musu gains an extra organ in their chest that functions as a generator for their electricity. It hums slightly when not in use. Despite trying to find out who killed her dad, Casey has lost her way, her mind, and can no longer be one with Eats Academy. What? The delinquent. I think we got enough delinquents in the lineup. Hot Tom. Okay. The mention of Tomboy kind of, kind of does. All right. And finally, Flareon. Flareon is easily the most nurturing out of the evolutions, provided you don't mind being enveloped in ultra warm floof 24/7. So you like cuddles and good. Smash! When bonded with a human, Flareon tend to be very affectionate and doting with their partners, but he also tends to be higher in relationships than when not. The Helix won't save you now. Chadia, John the Flame Bringer, and False Prophet from the fantasy epic My Sword Hand Twitch. Okay. Fluffy Cuddles. Doting. We smash. No questions. No hesitation. Porygon. I've not paid attention to what the Porygon looks like. This is going to be interesting. Porygon don't have a sense of touch. To interact with the world around them, they use constructs they make from pure energy. By covering their bodies with them, they can feel something a normal Musa can feel anything a normal Musa can, so bonding with them is possible but rare. If you bond with the Porygon, please let us know how it works. We still don't know how that works. Sorry, but I don't have a single memory of that time. I didn't lose them, rather I took them away myself. I couldn't bear to live in the past any longer, so I had to let go and live in the now, so that I could believe that there is a me. Polygon, the Porygon of Cinnabar. Let's see. Made entirely primordial magic, can interact with most objects. Because of this, they don't have a sense of touch. We already saw that. They can generate around 160,000 surfaces at once. Mm-hmm. Up 2 made a... oh no, what did up 2 make? Alright, fine. Probably Eevee or Flareon because fluffy cuddles, man. I think I'm gonna pass the Polygon. Or the Porygon. The constructs are cool, though. Well, this is specifically about Smash or Pass. And we did already say Smash, as terrifying as the Smashes would be. Yep, I'm just pulling them up to show them. These were Smashes. Up to does not smash the Helix. Up to would like to make it sure it's known that Up to would not smash the Helix. If you want to bond with Aerodactyl, all that can be said is good luck. It's possible, but they'll see you as a pet instead of a partner in your survival, and Pelvis completely relies on their whims. Pursue at your own risk. Death by Snooze-Tip. The world wouldn't suffer these things reproducing. Don't bond with these abominations. After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Kanto. Sky Devil Musu, Ruthless Predators. Oh, the cannibal. Well, I guess technically eating humans doesn't make them cannibals because they're not eating other Aerodactyls. Uh, I'm gonna pass. I don't want to be. I don't want to be eaten that way. If you don't mind spending 80% of your time being held while she sleep, Snorlax is the perfect partner for you. Just make sure to not wake her before she's ready to. I normally like using others as teddy bears, but I can be the teddy bear. Snorlax will bond freely with many people, especially if they cook great food. Just be careful not to wake them accidentally. Warning, no flute playing in the mountains. Snorlax sleeping area. Offenders may be hyper beamed at any time. um... Yeah, I will swap around and be the teddy bear for once. Articuno! Legend has it that if any human can spend a night with Articuno and survive, they'll be blessed with the same eternal life she has and can accompany her through it. Big, sleepy, hungry lady, basically. Yep. Some stories claim that Articuno fell in love with a brilliant man of medicine named Victor. Others claim it was a beautiful dancer named Nora. Without hearing from Articuno herself, it's impossible to know if either of these claims are true. As full of despair as you are now, I'd still I'd still trade my endless frozen years for your worst day. Uh, Good luck being stuck in death grip for the whole season. Yeah. Um. So this is a specific individ. Victor frees his wife Nora. Oh, good point. Um, would smash, but it sounds like she's already got someone or had someone. Now I feel bad for her though, because it's talking about lover died, but she's too powerful to die. I'm gonna pass because I don't want to intrude. Zapdos. Zapdos does whatever she wants, whenever she wants. If a human can match her thrill-seeking need, then maybe she can do them whenever she wants to. Thank you for having a happy one. Disclaimer: the preceding entry was performed by Zapdos and required to be included in the official dex for her to allow any mention of herself. Her opinions are her own and do not reflect upon the researchers or other staff that contributed to the Missidex. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, it's a whole quote thing. I yeah, apparently someone else likes tomboys too. Smash. And Moltres. Moltres never feels shame. How can she when her own body illuminates her? All her partner can see of her and the fiery passion. I don't want to be on fire! She's a hero. Most children would ask about Moltres in some form or another. The brightest day. Really? In brightest day and blackest night, no corruption shall rule without a fight. Let those who shirk responsibilities rights beware the glow of Moltres the bright. Pass. Also, I don't want to be on fire, but pass. Is that the mailman's? No, that's a bad take on the Green Lantern. Of all the Pokemon, this is the one most likely to set Xai on fire. It probably is. Dratini are very sheltered and super sweet. They're a bit naive, but learn fast and always want to know more. So if you're into trying new things and learning, they're the partner for you. Many Dratini tend to be alive, and this many unscrupulous parties try to coax them into a ruse. This is unwise as they react poorly when they find out. How dare you try to trick a member of the Blackthorn clan? You'll be punished through the fire and the flames before I'm done with you. Adorable, cute, and head-pattable. Smash. I would not bother tricking them. I would just be nice. Those who seek to help their fellows and value life above all else would not be surprised to find Dragonair as their partner. They value courage, selflessness, and heart, and seek out those who fit those traits. Bonding with Dragonair requires a strong sense of honor and dedication to those around them. They have little patience for the selfish and cruel. They fly now? We're really going to do this reference. A Dratini suitor who's found his love has ascended to Dragonair. Also smash. I don't know if they'd like me, but I'd hope so. And finally, you had asked about Dragonite, I believe. Dragonite are the self-proclaimed protectors of the sea. Many a sailor has fallen for them, but they only pursue those who well and truly love the ocean and will protect it with the same zeal they do. Some researchers hypothesize that Dragonite have a connection with Lugia, as she also protects the seas. However, no Dragonite we've interviewed has met with the legend personally. My multi-scale is like tenfold shields. My outrage a cataclysm. My surf a typhoon. The shock of my tail an earthquake. The air around me a hurricane. My breath, death. That is taken from The Hobbit. Smaug's boast. I don't know how well with protecting the oceans. I don't want to actively destroy them, but I'm not a big eco guy. But I would smash. Alright, we're almost done. Mewtwo! Mewtwo wants nothing and no one. She wants revenge, plain and simple. At least that's what she says. Mew's convinced otherwise, and that she just needs to learn to see the good in others. So far, no one's managed to get closer to her, though. I do not go by the name you've categorized me as, but I'd like you to keep it as is. It's a good reminder to Mother of her failings. She's tried to bury me many times, but her hypocrisy keeps her from truly succeeding. She wishes to play hero and save me, but it's all because of her actions that I'm here at all. She knows it, but is too thick to ever truly accept it. It's sad, isn't it? Mewtwo. So, angry wishes to destroy things. But specifically wants revenge, so probably doesn't want to kill me. A very Up to is breakable. A very nervous smash, but if I'm smashing her, then she has already decided she likes me, so we'll go with that. Urge to save is strong. Up until she removes my lungs through my throat. On the fence. Mew. Mew rarely shows her true self to anyone. She prefers to hide be any other Mewtwo, but for some reason, around Terrence, she can open up. Not as the last Mew or the progenitor of all species, but as herself, Hala, because she loves her in all forms. Oh, because he loves her in all forms. Hoa says that I'm key to saving Mewtwo, but I'm not so sure. She's been trying for ages, and she's so smart and amazing. What could I do that she can't? We've traveled across land far and wide to find a solution and haven't found anything. So how could I have that power in Terrence Rayner? So the progenitor and queen of the Pokemosos. Uh, this is clearly a fanfic protagonist. Clearly! Or just, a normal anime protagonist at this point. I don't know if this even counts as a fanfic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Smash, but it sounds like she's taken. And that is all the relevant Pokemon.